Taurus, welcome to your December readings. Let's find out what is happening for my lovely Tauruses. Every journey begins with a first small step. Okay, what are you initiating in December? Something is being initiated for you, my lovely Tauruses. Let's get more information. Let's ask Archangel Michael. We have open your heart. No, it is not yet time. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm not going to use these. Goodness me, the way they rushed in, those cards. I generally don't, I generally don't find that happens so often. So let's have a look at, there's something, I want to say slow and steady wins the race. Okay, be patient with something and be honest with yourself. Okay. Right, let's get more information further, my lovely Tauruses. By the way, this reading is good for sun sign in Taurus, moon sign in Taurus. If you know your ascendant or rising sign, if that's in Taurus, and if you have any number of planets in Taurus. Look at this, would you? Wow, we've got the spring equinox and the summer solstice. Okay, now, depending on where you're living on our beautiful planet, in December, if you're in the southern hemisphere, you will be reaching your summer solstice. If you are in the northern hemisphere, you'll be having the winter solstice. Either way, we've got, it's like a quarter of a year is going on here. Okay, now the equinox is about renewal, new growth and beginnings, and the summer solstice is about celebration, abundance and vitality. Right. So, every journey begins with a first small step. Open your heart. No one is perfect. Stop judging yourself and others. No, it's not yet time. Be patient. The opportune moment is coming, and let go of fear and worry about your loved ones. And this, all your feelings, even the difficult ones, have a message for you. Accept your truth, and then let Source take it from there. Right, you are initiating, or a beginning of something is being initiated in December for you. Let me just make sure that camera is focusing properly for you. Okay, so I will be doing extendeds, by the way. As always, they'll be in the YouTube membership area and on Patreon. Now, where we'll do a deep dive, but let's ask about this. There is an opportunity for a new beginning here. Now, I don't think it can, whatever you are initiating, I don't think it's going to emerge immediately, even if you would really like it to. This is a point of, it's like taking those first small steps. I also don't think you have to wait forever. I think we're looking at this kind of energy of time here where we move from like the solstice to the equinox, or the equinox to the solstice. Now this is a December reading. What really matters in these cards is that you take a step towards something and you kind of commit to it, and you trust that it's going to get you to where you need to be, to success, celebration, abundance. So this is taking a step. It's initiating something. It's not a grand step. It's making a significant step towards something which will then unfold. Let's get more information from my lovely Tauruses. I'll ask more about this in the deep dive. Okay, look at this. 9 of Ariel. Your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love of the beautiful things in life. We have 2 of Raphael. 2 hearts dedicated to each other. Okay, now whether this is a relationship, a love interest, this is a general reading. It's reaching many. So whether this is a relationship and a love interest, and you're initiating a pathway towards making something real, or indeed this is just the perfect fit with something. Either way, the steps you take in December are leading you to something that you really, really want. We have the Knight of Gabriel. Yeah, this is very, very interesting. And then we have the 4 of Raphael. Okay, seek out other possibilities. Okay, right, no one's perfect. Stop judging yourself and others. Let love heal this situation. Right, my lovely Tauruses, this will be completely personal to you, but there is a circumstance or a situation around you that hasn't actually worked. It didn't work out. You'll know, I think, what it is because it's present, it's real. And I think there is an opportunity for you to begin to pave the way for something that will be different. So if a relationship didn't work out in the past, historically, and you've been struggling to really move beyond it, now is the time to really take steps towards moving yourself forwards. It's like this is the time to actually make a decision with the Seven of Raphael. Make a clear decision. Be clear about what you want and then initiate it. Now, I'm not suggesting this is all about love. For some of you, it could be. But something in your world didn't work out. It could be that you moved to a different location and it hasn't actually really worked out. You're not stuck, you're not without agency, you can't move immediately perhaps, but you can start to initiate the steps you need towards making a move. Start to explore other options, start to explore different areas. And what I'm seeing, something like a big relocation or a house move, this takes time. I'm kind of seeing you begin something, initiate something, and then we're talking about this sort of cycle of what will be the solstice to the equinox. The key here is about initiating the steps, knowing that it won't be immediate, letting go of fear and worry about it, just exploring this with honesty. Acknowledge what isn't working and make steps towards bringing about something different. That's what we're being shown here. I'm just going to press, I think, the pause button and make a note of some questions here that we can be exploring in our extended readings. I'm just doing this so I don't forget anything. I think I find myself wanting to ask about timings, actually. Just going to write that down. I might not press the pause button. I might just do it while we're here. Asking about timings. Kind of want to know as well if there's anything you can practically do in a practical way, sort of practical action. I kind of feel with time to make a decision, be clear about what you want, and your dreams are fulfilled, because this is about fulfillment. It's leading you away from something that hasn't worked to something that is. I think in the extendeds we'll do a bit of a deep dive as well around kind of hearing a bit around any blocks within you that might be getting in the way, anything within you that's getting in the way of you taking the steps you need to move this forwards. Because there is a kind of an energy lingering here. Look for the magic in life, be aware of your own emotions. There is a sort of an energy lingering whereby on the one hand, there's opportunity for you to absolutely take action, because it's interesting, this is not the divine right time to take action, be patient, and yet we also have time to take action. Your dreams are fulfilled, hard work leads to success. I think the timing of this card is really referring to the fact that you need to initiate something and then follow it through, and it's not immediate. My lovely Tauruses, this is an absolute slow and steady wins the race, which is very much, that's part of your strength, Taurus. Slow and steady wins the race, and taking it step by step. That's really what we're seeing here. The key here, I think, for December is literally taking that first step, acknowledging to yourself kind of what hasn't worked, but also acknowledging what you really want. I'd be doing a vision board, my lovely Tauruses, if I was a Taurus, which I am not, but if I was a Taurus or I had significant Taurus energy, Moon in Taurus or any number of planets in Taurus, I would be doing a vision board of where I really, really want to be going. Because there's one hell of a lot of energy here to get something going. And I feel like once you start to make those steps to actually start to move, I think the energy will start to shift. It's almost as though as a starting point you need to acknowledge something. You know, when we don't acknowledge something, it kind of simmers away inside and it actually gets in the way of us being able to then take action. I think this is about acknowledging and validating whatever it is in your world. It could be where you live, it could be a friendship, it could be a partnership, it could be career, whatever it is. I think if you absolutely validate and acknowledge, that's your first step. If you validate and acknowledge what hasn't worked, sit down and think about what you really, really, really want. That's your second step, hence maybe the vision board. And then you look at taking a practical step forwards to actually initiate some sort of change. Interestingly enough, although you may not get to the end result immediately, I think you'll see results. I mean, this would be if you'd had a big falling out, let's say, with a partner, and you actually initiate something. Let's say you'd had a separation, and you initiate something, and you, but you think it through first, and or you've been hurt in love or whatever, or as I said, you've moved to the wrong place, and it's just, or you move somewhere and it's just not working out. The key is to acknowledge how you feel, and then kind of reach out firstly to yourself in looking at what you really want. But curiously enough, I feel that the moment you take action, I think the energy will then gather momentum. It's almost as though everything is sort of on hold until you can validate what you really want and validate your feelings about whatever it is in your world. I sort of feel like it's a specific something for you all actually, and it will be unique to you each. Once you validate it, that will get the energetic ball rolling. We'll get the hourglass turned the other way up and it's going to start to move. Yeah, I think then you'll start to, you'll kind of get responses. You'll start to see that the progress can be made. And once the progress is starting to be made, I think it's going to work for you. I really do. So my lovely souls, I think I'm going to move to the extendeds and we'll do a bit of a deep dive into these areas, see if we can get more advice and guidance for you. But Taurus is this is quite pragmatic, quite practical energy around for you, and have a wonderful December. I mean, December is a wonderful time of the year to reflect, to press the pause button and reflect, ready for the year ahead. So pretty amazing, actually. Amazing time to be really addressing this and then starting the new year afresh. Taurus, tons and tons of love. Thank you so much for being here. I look forward to seeing you for other readings really, really soon, or indeed in the extendeds, which are on Patreon and in the YouTube membership area. Tons of love.